Okay, quick question. What's the oldest board game on planet Earth? Chess? Nope. Backgammon? Getting warmer, but still nope. What if I told you people were rolling dice and racing pieces across a board almost 5,000 years ago, before the pyramids were even finished? One guy cracked an ancient clay tablet like it was a secret code. Today we're breaking down the royal game of the ancient Mesopotamian race game that's basically the great-great-great-grandparent of backgammon. I'll show you exactly how to play, step by step. By the end, you'll be able to set this up with literally anything lying around your house. Stick around. The ending twist about how this game got solved is wild. Archaeologists dug up these gorgeous boards, inlaid with shell and lapis lazuli, super fancy, back in the 1920s in the ancient city of in modern-day Iraq. And for decades, nobody actually knew how to play the dang thing. There's this British museum curator named Irving Finkel, basically a real-life Indiana Jones except with cardigans, and he can actually read cuneiform. In the 1980s, he's going through the museum's archives and comes across a tablet with rules written on it. If you're the kind of person who thinks games are more fun when you understand why they work, that's the whole point of this channel. Turning confusing rulebooks into explain it like I'm 5 breakdowns. If that sounds good, hit subscribe and smash that like button. Let's talk setup. You need a board shaped kind of like 2 rectangles connected by a skinny bridge, 20 squares total. Each player gets 7 pieces, like little checkers or coins. The dice aren't normal dice, they're little 4-sided pyramids, and 2 of the 4 corners are marked. You roll 4 of them at once and count how many marked corners face up. That number, 0 to 4, is how far you move. If you don't have fancy pyramid dice, and let's be real, who does? You can literally just flip 4 coins. Heads counts as marked, tails doesn't. Count your heads, that's your move. Ancient Mesopotamia meets your junk drawer. Here's the goal, beautifully simple. Get all 7 of your pieces from your entry point, across the board, and completely off the other end, before your opponent does. It's a race. No trading, no empire building, just pure get there first tension. The board has 3 sections. Your own private lane at the start, safe zone, nobody can touch you. Then there's a shared middle stretch, 8 squares right down the center both players cross. That's where the drama happens. If your piece lands on a square your opponent's piece is sitting on, boom. Their piece gets bumped, sent all the way back to the start, and they have to re-enter from scratch. Ancient trash talk built right into the rules. There are 5 special squares called rulesettes with a little flower carving. Land on 1, and 2 amazing things happen. You get an extra roll immediately, and you're completely safe. Your opponent cannot bump you off. The rosette smack in the center of the board is the most valuable real estate in the game because it's right in the danger zone. If you camp out there, you're basically taunting your opponent from a fortress. To get a piece completely off the board, you need the exact number. 1 square left before the exit? You need exactly a 1. Roll a 3 instead? That piece isn't moving. This is the rule that makes the ending a nail-biter. Let's run a turn. Both players roll to see who goes first. Higher number starts. You roll, count marked corners, say you get a 2. You move a piece 2 squares onto the board from your entry point. Simple. Every roll you're asking, do I bring a new piece onto the board or push a piece already moving further along? You've got 7 pieces total, and they can all be out at once. No rule says finish one before starting another. First player to get all 7 pieces completely off the board wins. Loser buys the coffee. Or, in ancient Mesopotamia, probably loser owes the winner a goat, who knows. Here's a twist most people get wrong. That tablet Finkel translated doesn't actually describe our simple version. It describes a way more complicated game tied to gambling and astrology. The clean rules we know today? Finkel basically reconstructed those himself, using the tablet and the board's shape as clues. The core loop, race, risk, get bumped, catch a lucky rosette, that same DNA is sitting inside modern games like backgammon, Ludo, even Sorry. Humans have been chasing that exact same rush for thousands of years. And that's the royal game of the 5,000-year-old race game that got lost and came back swinging. Drop a comment on which ancient game to break down next, like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.